5 common mistakes that you're probably making on the heavy bag and how we can fix them to make your heavy bag sessions the best they can be. Nice. Hiya, my name's Glenn Holmes. I'm the co-owner of the Box and Burn Academy, the world's #1 boxing fitness education course. I'm also the founding trainer here at Box and Burn in Los Angeles. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So number 1, lifting the chin with the punches. No matter what the punch is, I see a common mistake, whether it's the body shot, people lifting the chin, sometimes even when they're just throwing the jab or the 1-2, they're kind of lifting that chin thinking they're getting a little bit more leverage and power by lifting into it. That's not the case. Boxing 101, we always want to keep that chin tucked on the chest, and a good cue and a fix for this is to think about looking at the heavy bag and your target through the eyebrows. So the chin's down on the chest and we're looking through the eyebrows the entire time, the entire round. We're always chin down, looking through the eyebrows, no matter what punch it is. Even if it's an uppercut, if we're coming up with the punches, we're keeping that chin tucked the whole time. That's only going to let your legs and core do the work for the power punches as well, and it's going to help keep your eyes fixed on your target. You're not lifting that chin. The minute we lift that chin, if we're in boxing, we were to take a punch in that position, it's going to double the impact and snap the neck back. So chin always down. That's common mistake number 1, and how you can fix it. Always look through those eyebrows. So no matter what punch is being thrown, the other hand is by the temple right here, nice and high. So if I'm throwing the jab right here, my backhand is nice and high, ready for a potential counter punch right there, right? It's not down here, it's not dropping to allow me to get more force in the jab. Stay nice and high, tight to the head, elbow in, covering the ribs and the temple, boom, right there, and hand comes right back to the chin. If I throw my cross or my power punch, that lead hand comes nice and high right here, right on the temple, elbow down, right? So every time I let the hands go towards the bag, just think about that non-punching hand. The hook comes in, the non-punching hand is up by the temple. If I'm throwing a body shot, the non-punching hand is up by the head. So always checking the position of the non-punching hand, and a good one to do this is you can throw one punch and let it stick, and just think about your non-punching hand for that round. Throw the cross, think about the non-punching hand. Just let it stick and just check yourself with that non-punching hand every single time. The minute those hands start to drop, it's switching off the shoulders, telling the shoulders we don't need to work, which from a fitness standpoint isn't good. And then from a fighting standpoint, if we're dropping those hands every time we punch, it's not going to be too long before somebody catches us in those exchanges and lands a knockout shot. So defending yourself at all times with that non-punching hand, and make sure it's nice and high when you're checking it too. Okay, so number 3, not using footwork. Probably one of the biggest mistakes we see a lot is people just get comfortable in their zone right here and they'll spend an entire round just working in the same spot, which is okay. You can get a good workout doing that, but it's not realistic, and we can get an even better workout and improve your boxing skills if we're always using footwork every single round. So in order to fix this, rather than doing a whole round rooted in the spot right here, just working in the same zone, after every punch or combination that you throw, you've got to move around the bag. So every time you throw a punch, you're in a different position, you're in a different spot on the bag. So a 1-2, I can circle around, throw a jab, circle back the other way, throw a couple of punches, moving, staying away from the bag, moving, combination, moving the feet after every punch, after every combination, moving the feet. Always moving around. Correct footwork. Lead foot moves across to your lead side, back foot moves across to your power side, back foot first moves out when you're going out, front foot leads when you're coming in, keeping those feet nice and wide apart all the time. So number 3, always using footwork after every punch or combination. Try not to do an entire round just stuck in the same spot. Let's keep it realistic. Okay, so number 4 is not thinking about defense after you've landed your punches or your combinations. So a common mistake right here is I'll see people use really good form and technique and look really good on the heavy bag, but after every punch or combination, they'll just stand right there in front of the heavy bag. We've got to start thinking about defense after we've landed these punches or tried to land these punches. So if I'm just stood right here in front of the heavy bag and I'm throwing 2s and 3s, boom, 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 and then I'm just stood here right here waiting for the bag to get back to position, That's not keeping it realistic. That's not going to improve our boxing skills. Whereas if I throw a 2-3 punch combination, whatever it might be, and after every single punch or combination, I'm moving my head, I'm moving my feet, I'm using my gloves, I'm automatically thinking about something coming back, that's going to improve my defensive reflexes and reactions. So I might just throw a hook and then roll under the counter hook. I might throw a 1-2 and then roll under the hook coming back. I might throw a double jab and then just move my feet back out. Okay, I could come in with a 1-2, get out with the feet, thinking about defense. I can stay close and move my head, 1-2 hook, roll under, moving the feet, slipping side to side, whatever it might be. I can use the gloves as well, jab, hands up high, block a couple of punches, step in, catch the body shots. I'm thinking about defense. Every time I've landed punches or a combination, I'm thinking about defense, whether it's gloves, feet, or head movement, whatever it is, spend a round just moving your head, using your gloves, using your feet, thinking about defense and what's coming back at you. So number 5, the most common mistake I see on the heavy bag that you're probably making and I see a lot of in the gym is not having a specific goal or a specific purpose for being on there in the first place. So people will do a good few rounds on the bag, a good chunk of time, and they'll just be kind of thinking about something else, just aimlessly punching the bag with no real goal or intention. So in this video, I've given you 4 things there up until this point you can actually work on. And you can spend 1 round on each one. So things like thinking about the non-punching hand position, thinking about always finishing with footwork, moving around that bag, okay? Thinking about defense after every punch, always moving your head, moving your feet after every punch and combination. Things like that, working on power, working on speed, working on your endurance. Give yourself a goal each round or every heavy bag session you've got, and I guarantee you'll get way more out of punching the heavy bag than if you're just aimlessly standing there punching it and thinking about something else and not really concentrating on what you're doing. All right, so there you have it, the top 5 mistakes I see on the heavy bag and how you can think about going about fixing them. So there's my 5 top mistakes on the heavy bag. Let me know what yours are. Did I miss any out? Leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video.